sixes and the fours, but you watch someone like Asad Shafiq, you know how hard he runs between the wickets, those ones and twos, turning ones into twos. Suddenly the fielders come in off the boundary, and then you get a bad ball and it goes over their head, and you've got to create that. You've got to manipulate the field, get captains to do things that they don't want to do. Mid off, mid on up. He goes big. Does he go big enough? No, he doesn't. Oh, this could be a run out. This could be a run out. Oh, it's a shocker. Sent back by Sharjeel. He wanted the quick single. And what a start this is for Sukkur. Not the start they wanted.
Oh, that's very poor. Sharjeel Khan was never entrusted, and Salman Khalif kept on coming. It's very ordinary cricket. That's not the start they were looking for. Have a look at that. It was there. Asif Ali, the fielder. Look, Sharjeel was never interested in it. And he came long way towards him. Salman Ali was disappointed. This was the first delivery that he faced. He'll be disappointed, rightly so. They needed a good start. He's disappointed. He's angry. It's 1 for 1. One wicket down, just one on the board. 209 the target. We've got Asif Ali mic'd up. We'll talk to him just in a bit. Such a good start for them, getting the wicket in the very first delivery. आसिफ, आप सुन सकते हैं? मैं अली यूनिस बात कर रहा हूँ।
जी जी,
अच्छा स्टार्ट है, विकेट हासिल किए, कामरान गुलाम आ गए, एक और विकेट अगर आप हासिल कर लेते हैं तो राइटली टॉप ऑन टॉप हो जाएंगे।
जी बिल्कुल, माशाल्लाह टोटल बड़ा अच्छा है, बड़ा टारगेट है, प्रेशर तो होगा और अर्ली ऑन उनको चार्ज करना पड़ेगा। इसमें हमें विकेट मिलती है तो हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा है कि प्रेशर और क्रिएट होगा और देखें इंशाल्लाह, वो उम्मीद है कि अच्छा करेंगे सारे।
Oh, that's gone through the fielder. It's a good back foot punch by Kamran Ghulam. What a good start that is by him. The better effort was required from the fielder. Cannot afford to give easy runs.
Yeah, that is not something that will make Umar Amin happy, that's for sure. Welcome runs though for the Patriots. They'll need every bit of luck and whatever they can get. Kamran Ghulam, you know how good a player he is. He's joined as captain Sharjeel. Oh! Bowled him! He's bowled him! Oh no! Second wicket. Chopped on. And it goes from bad to worse.
Surely does. Oh, he's disappointed. Played a fantastic shot, the previous delivery. Just trying to be too cute this time, maybe. Just wanted to guide it towards third. Yes, wanted to play it late towards that area. We know Samin Goli brings it into the right-handers. That's a big wicket in the context of the game. Kamran had to stay. Just 4 runs for him. It's 5 for 2 now. आसिफ अली still with us. आसिफ, जो ख्वाहिश की थी वो पूरी हो गई, कामरान गुलाम की बड़ी विकेट हासिल कर ली है। आसिफ, आप सुन सकते हैं हमें?
और वो बात यही कर रहे थे कि अगर अर्ली और विकेट मिल जाए तो पिच बहुत अच्छा है, बॉल आ रहा है बल्ले पे और देखें कि आपने कामरान गुलाम में पहला बॉल खेला कैसा बल्ले पे आया, तो विकेट लेंगे तो प्रेशर क्रिएट होगा। और
या विकेट्स की आपने बात की, पिच बेहतर से बेहतर होते चले जा रहे हैं जैसे जैसे लीग चल रही, तो आज का तो बहुत ही बेटर लग रहा है।
हाँ जी बिल्कुल, ऐसा था कि जब हम बैटिंग कर रहे थे स्पिनर का थोड़ा जो छोड़ के बॉल कर रहे थे वो फंस रहा था, वो बैट पे नहीं आ रहा था, उसकी करता था नीचे रह के। पर यह है कि अभी हम जो देख रहे हैं कि वो पिच बेहतर हो गया है क्योंकि रूल भी हुआ है और अब ज़्यादा बेहतर हो गया है, बल्ले पे बॉल आ रहा है।
Asif, it's Nick Compton here. Really good to be on the comms with you. Just how different is it going from daytime to the evening games?
Yeah, different. Sorry, my English language is not
problem.
good, but I try to speak English. Daytime, is a little bit moisture in the pitch, so grip the ball in the pitch. Nighttime, a little bit skitty and ground field, outfield is, dew factor.
Great pickup shot. And Asif Ali, don't worry, we love you for your batting, not for your English. We're all cool with that.
अभी सीख रहा हूँ मैं.
No, you're doing a great job.
I was very impressed. But particularly impressed with your captain's innings. It was a brilliant innings, wasn't it, from start to finish?
Yeah, Umar Amir is a brilliant batting today. So because is a lot of experience. Sorry. So he used the experience today because early on pitch is not good. So he is a sensible inning. So that's why I take good total.
Oh, that's hammered down the ground. Brilliant shot by Sharjeel Khan. First boundary for him. Ten runs, but 2 wickets. This is how you end the over. Beautiful shot. Just not quite from the middle, but still able to take it. आसिफ अली still with us. आसिफ, शर्जील की विकेट तो हासिल करनी होगी क्योंकि ये बड़े प्लेयर हैं, ये खड़े रहेंगे तो रन आते रहेंगे.
जी डेंजरस प्लेयर हैं क्योंकि हमारा टारगेट भी यही है कि ऊपर से दूसरे एंड से आउट हो गए हैं, पर मेन हमारा टारगेट यही है कि शर्जील खान हम विकेट लें ताकि क्योंकि इनकी कह लें कि मेन प्लेयर इनका यही है. हमारी कोशिश प्लानिंग यही थी कि इनको आउट करेंगे तो टीम और प्रेशर में जाएगी.
तो आसिफ, कैसे प्लान करते हैं शर्जील खान जैसे प्लेयर के लिए? क्या डिफरेंट करने की कोशिश करेंगे इनकी विकेट हासिल करने के लिए?
नहीं देखें, इनके हम जो एनालिसिस करते हैं टीम मीटिंग में, तो बैट्समैन के जो राइट से एरिया हैं जो जहाँ से ये शॉट खेलते हैं उस चीज़ को हम हाईलाइट करते हैं कि यहाँ पे इनको बॉल नहीं करना, यहाँ से इनकी ये स्ट्रॉन्ग एरिया है, तो उस चीज़ को कवर करने की कोशिश करते हैं. बॉलर को यही प्लान देते हैं कि ये यहाँ से स्ट्रॉन्ग है, तो उस चीज़ का अभी देखिए कप्तान भी उससे बात कर रहा था कि शर्जील को यहाँ बॉल नहीं करना. तो ये अब बॉलर पे है कि इनकी कितनी स्किल है कि तो उस प्लान पे रहते हैं कि नहीं.
और थोड़ा अपने फॉर्म के बारे में बताइए. थोड़ा डिसअपॉइंटेड होंगे क्योंकि पिच बहुत अच्छा है, अपॉर्चुनिटी भी मिली, काफ़ी ओवर्स थे, थोड़े अनलकी भी रहे कि सीधा ही फील्डर के हाथ में चला गया बॉल.
बिल्कुल, बॉलर ऐसे हैं कि इनको खेला नहीं है पहले, यंग न्यू कमर बॉलर हैं, तो अगर किसी को खेला हो ना उसको पता होता है कि आइडिया होता है कि ये क्या स्लो बॉल करेंगे और क्या तेज़ बॉल करेंगे. तो ये है कि बॉल मिला था शॉर्ट वाला ही, बस वो फ्लाइट चले गया. कह लें कि बैड लक.
या क्योंकि आप ऐसे प्लेयर हैं जिनको सब देखना चाहते हैं आसिफ, कमेंट्री रूम में, टीवी पे, स्टेडियम में, इसलिए बहुत सारे प्रेशर भी होता है. क्या इतनी एक्सपेक्टेशंस का प्रेशर कि आपको जाना है और छक्के मारने हैं?
नहीं देखें, अभी तो टूर्नामेंट आगे इंशाल्लाह स्टार्ट होगा. प्ले ऑफ का जो चैम्पियनशिप है वो तो अगले मैचेस आएंगे इंशाल्लाह, उसमें करेंगे और टीम को जितवाएंगे. Good bowling.
I know Nick, you did not understand much of that Urdu, but he is saying that as the tournament progresses, he'll take that responsibility on himself because we all love him the way he bats, and he will show that he's going to win matches for his team.
Yeah, he sure will. He's such a good player. He'll get his chance. That's the thing about T20. You just got to wait for your opportunity. It's not going to happen every day because of the high-risk nature of T20 cricket. But when your chance does come and you get in and you get a few away, that's when you've got to capitalise. Yeah, it's good bowling.
Good bowling, boy.
Shahab showing a lot of experience here, isn't he? Taking pace off and pushing it wide. And a lot of teams have worked this out with Sharjeel, haven't they? We saw that yesterday when I think he got 43 off about 37 balls. And that's not the kind of innings we've come to know from Sharjeel. When he goes big and he goes quickly. And it just showed that they kept it away from the scoring areas. We'll be eyeing up going over mid-off and mid-on here. Bowler's having a little think about what he's going to do.
And that is what Asif Ali was saying. That's what I asked him. How do you plan against Sharjeel Khan? He said just don't ball him on his own, just ball away from him, vary the pace. That's exactly what you're saying. So well done, Asif Ali. Well done to you also. I think they have planned well against Sharjeel, and they realize that it's important to get him out early.
I guess the question you ask is, what can Sharjeel do? You know, he's been a player that's been around for some time. Players will know how to bowl at him. He's still hugely dangerous, we know. But one thing he could do is shimmy over early, get in line. He knows the bowler's going to go a bit wider. So why not get in line, set yourself, and then he can hit in his favourite areas over that mid-on region.
Oh, good bowling. Very good bowling. They've definitely, surely planned, and they're executing it too. 11 for 2 after 2. Asif Ali still with us. We just never got bored talking to him. Such an entertainer. आसिफ लीग के बारे में बताइए, सिंध प्रीमियर लीग कैसा फील कर रहे हैं? ये एक बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है सिंध के लोकल बॉयज़ के लिए, आप जैसे प्लेयर्स के साथ खेलना, मोइन भाई जैसे कोचेस से कोच करना, तो क्या कहते हैं आप इस इनिशिएटिव के बारे में?
देखिए, बड़ा अच्छा इंसेंटिव है क्योंकि यंगस्टर हमारी टीम में भी है। सोहेल खान आपने देखा होगा, फास्ट बॉलर फजल है, और भी काफ़ी यंगस्टर हैं। आज भी एक आसिम खेला है, और नेट में और प्रैक्टिस में देखा है, बड़ी अच्छी बॉलिंग करते हैं। तो मेरे ख्याल में ये बड़ा अच्छा एक कह लें कि इक़दाम है कि यंगस्टर के लिए अपने आप को इम्प्रूव करवाएं या अपना टैलेंट शो करवाएं, ताकि पाकिस्तान के लिए PSL में आएँ, पाकिस्तान की टीम के लिए आएँ।
Yeah, while we talked to Asif Ali, that delivery has gone for 4. Zishan Ashraf. Well, both Sharjeel and Zishan, they're similar, Nick. He likes to go big, likes to go over the top. So maybe Sharjeel and Zishan, this is the key partnership.
Well, one thing's for sure, we're not going to lack excitement or entertainment, are we? So, after that shot, there's been a change. Third man comes up into the ring, and they've got a deep square leg and a deep mid-wicket now. So, change in tactics, change in plan. Is he going to bowl a slower one, a bit straighter? Yes, he is. He should be a captain.
Definitely. The captain of commentary team, for sure.
Not at all. Mr. Uncle Roshan, he is leading us. He is leading us.
The way he looked at you.
Grandpa Roshan?
Uncle.
No, he's a young, fit man. Look at him. He's the best dressed here. Always comes in early, and he looks pristine, doesn't he? We can all aspire. Deep square leg, deep mid-wicket. Oh, it's good bowling. Good bowling. Bowling to his field, doing exactly what his skipper would want. Samin has made a very good start to the second over. Went for a few in the first. But anyone who can keep Sharjeel at bay is doing a good job. He loves to feel bad on ball, loves to get early boundaries.
Nick, as a batter, if you're Sharjeel Khan, and you know that all the pressure, all this, change your game plan, or you still go like you normally does. But then again, if you lose the wicket, you almost lose the match. It gets difficult sometimes as a player like Sharjeel Khan, being the captain also, being the main player.
Have to bowl that one again. Yeah, it can be tricky. You suddenly have the thoughts of the game, the points table, the fact that perhaps there's not a huge batting lineup to come in and a lot falls on your shoulders, but you've got to put that aside somehow. He's a player who's a free-spirited player. He can play like a millionaire at times. And have a look at Sukkur Patriots. There we go. They're right at the bottom. 8 run rate, no victories. So it's a pretty dismal sight. On the other hand, Mirpurkhaas, Tigers, the opposition, they've won 2 from 2, and you'd say they're in a pretty strong position right now, unless this man can fire. Fireworks! And it's well bowled, and I think he might have got a little edge. There's a loud appeal. They're claiming the catch. Did he get a little edge on it? They're going to check for the catch now. And I think Sharjeel might be on his way.
Yeah, Hasibullah, the wicketkeeper, was pretty sure that he's taken it cleanly. Oh, that is going to be a huge wicket. As umpire refers it to the third umpire. It's not about the edge, it's about the clean catch, if he's taken it or has it bounced before. That's the question that third umpire needs to check. Slower bouncer into the pitch. Yes, there is an edge. There is no doubt about that. Is the catch clean? Oh yes, definitely yes. Definitely. And the way he reacted after taking it, he was so sure, he was certain that he's taken it cleanly, and rightly so. That's a huge wicket. We were talking about the responsibility of Sharjeel Khan. Oh, that's a big wicket. Just checking the no ball again. No problems whatsoever with the front foot. Just one
I don't know
angle.
what they're waiting for here, to be honest. It looks pretty clear for me. It's got a top edge. And the catch has been taken. Yep. Pretty clear it changed direction after that. And yeah, that's as pretty good a catch as you're going to get. So hopefully common sense will prevail. But doom and gloom for the Sukkur Patriots. If you're a fan, don't look up.
Are they checking for the edge too? But I don't think so that they'll be able to check. But I thought it was only about the clean catch, and it is a clean catch. Sharjeel Khan is going nowhere. He's still there. There's no problem with the catch. What is the delay about? That's the question. Are they checking with the edge? They might not be 100% sure. It has to be an on-field umpire call. Yes, outgiven. Big wicket. The captain, Sharjeel Khan, will have to walk back. It's 17 for 3. Sabine goal. He's taken a big wicket of Sharjeel Khan, and that wicket may turn out to be a match-changing inning, or maybe a tournament result-affected wicket, that Sharjeel Khan wicket, because they had to win this one. It's a big, big game. They've lost 2 out of 2, and now in pursuit of 209, they've lost their main man, the firepower. Imran Randhawa is an all-round cricketer. Good start, right from the middle of the bat.
Yeah, it's going to take something special. Sharjeel, the captain, gone. Zishan's still there. Imran has just come in. It's not pretty reading. The complete opposite to what they wanted, and exactly what that man on your screen has asked for. A complete performance so far. Long way to go. 1 wicket and a boundary. Mammoth target of 209. Feels unquestionably a long, long way off. Again, it's well bowled. Good sharp fielding to end the 3rd over. It's 17 for 3.
And that's not what you want to see. As Sukkur Patriot fan, when you're chasing 209, they've lost 3 top wickets. Sharjeel, Salman and Kamran Ghulam all back in the hut within just 3 overs. Nicely driven. Well, the superstar Asif Ali still with us. Asif, कुछ तसल्ली होगी इन 3 विकेट्स के बाद अब तो?
देखिए T20 क्रिकेट है, इसमें कुछ कह नहीं सकते या किसी टाइम भी रिलैक्स नहीं हो सकते, तो कोशिश यही है कि प्लान भी यही हो रहा है अंदर के जितना हम इनको रोक सकें, प्रेशर क्रिएट कर सकें ताकि हमें विकेट मिल सके, क्योंकि जारी बात है कि जब आप प्रेशर क्रिएट करते हैं तो गलती करवाने के चांसेस ज़्यादा होते हैं।
आसिफ, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके और हम उम्मीद करेंगे कि आप आने वाले मैचेस में हमें बहुत एंटरटेन करें अपनी बैटिंग से। बहुत शुक्रिया आपका।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Shahab will continue outside the off stump in the air. Oh, dropped. That went straight to him. It was hit hard though, but went straight through him. Oh, that's a miss.
It was hit hard, very, very hard. So he is quite close there, isn't he? He's there for that. He's there for that square cut, but that'll hurt. That'll really hurt. It was thumped through the offside by Zishan. Arif Yaqub, the leg spinner. We'll see him on, no doubt, in a few overs. Let's hope his hand's okay. Again, it's been good bowling from Shahab. He has been very impressive, hasn't he? He's kept the ball away from the hard-hitting left-handers. He's kept it wide. He's taken pace off. There'll be plenty of worries on that bench. Plenty to think about. Without a victory in this year's SPL. And this was Sharjeel. It was a pretty tame ending to a batsman who we expect so much from. It was clever thinking. They know not to give him any pace. Take pace off.
Chance. Direct hit was required. Just amazing to see Sukkur Patriots. They've got some quality players in him. It's just not worked. They've just not been able to find that combination. The captain Sharjeel definitely will be disappointed. They dropped the man right behind. Good all-round cricketer. He's not playing today, Ahsan Bhatti. So it just not worked for Sukkur. 2 games, 2 losses, and in a miserable position in this game, Nick.
Yeah, well bowled. Well bowled again. No respite for the Patriots, who need something. They need some full tosses, they need some wide half volleys, they need something to get this innings going. And Mirpurkhaas have been right on it tonight. Really have been impressive from ball 1, led by their captain, of course. And now Shahab, who's gone for 4, approaching the last delivery of his second over. It's been impressive stuff, impressive work, and again, excellent lines and lengths, and he'll close out his second over. It'll end the 4th over. It's 20 for 3.
Mirpurkhaas doing everything right here. Sukkur Patriots in serious trouble. They need to go at almost 12 runs and over from here. They've lost 3 wickets. 3 top batters. Take a look at the wickets. This was terrible. This was a terrible mix-up. Then the run out. That was the start. Then chopping it on. And then this is back live, just swinging wildly and going down to backward square leg. You need some injection of life into this innings if they are to make any progress here. And this is that second wicket, just chopping it onto the stumps. And then the slower delivery, brilliantly bowled, just took the edge. And Sharjeel, who was the main player, the most destructive batter, captaining the side today, had to go. So Sukkur Patriots 21 for 3 into the 5th over, and they got so much of work to do. Sikandar, it is a massive hole they're in at the moment.
No, I'm just thinking, the captain on your screen, Sharjeel, when you won the toss, why wouldn't you bat on a track, on a pitch like this? Especially when your side is yet to get off the mark. You don't want the pressure of chasing, and, well, hard luck to them that they are now looking at the highest total in the tournament as of now. 209 to win this match. That's a long way from home. It's 21 for 3. Still in the power play. They've looked the most balanced side, Mirpurkhaas. The batting is performing. The captain is scoring runs. The emerging player is scoring runs in Mohammad Sohail. Then they've got Danish Aziz as their finisher. Fairly good bowling attack. Sameen Gul is experienced. So yeah, they're just hoping and not peaking at the right time. How many times we've seen a side looking unbeatable, suddenly when it matters, they just fail to arrive.
He's off the field. He's taking a breather. Is that allowed? After scoring 100?
No, it's not allowed. I mean, for a player like him, with the kind of experience he has, he's not those that have scored 100 will sit out. I don't know. Has he gone for a short break or for a drink or something? Because it's just the, 5th over? I'm pretty sure that he will go out. His fingers are taped, which means he is going to be in the field.
Well bowled. Very well bowled. I'm impressed with that mix. Pace of the ball into the pitch. The ball never arriving. Now Seeshan's asking for a wide because he let it go. A lot of pace off the ball. Interesting to see from square leg if we can get that, as to whether it bounced and whether it should be called a wide. Seeshan certainly thought so. But Sukkur, they're going nowhere. This is front on. I don't think so. From square leg, it will give us a better picture, but I still don't think so. That's not a wide. Didn't come on. Great piece of fielding. I think that's Asif Ali at mid-off. He's mic'd up. Talk to him, Sikandar. We can ask him a few questions. I don't mind talking to him if he's willing to answer me.
I think he was mic'd up. He's asking the umpire. He says that the batter has planted his bat. I have a chance of a wicket here with my throw. Have a look at it again. No, he's probably dragged the bat in.
But it's always good to refer direct hits. It's not easy. Direct hits can be very tight. It can be deceptive. So it's good to go upstairs if you have the facility. But that time the batter's well in. So that's a confirmation. That's an easy one for the third umpire. No, Asif Ali was talking to our previous two commentators and there was an interesting discussion. But I suppose the previous two have been too much in his ear that he is now relieved of it. For the first time after a while, an aggressive stroke gets a 6. Something for the Sukkur Patriots to cheer about, but they definitely need a few of those.
Very Zishan Ashraf-like. On the hips, just picking it up. Relies more on power. This time timing was in it as well. They'll need quite a few of those to get to that 209. In all honesty, yes, they are in trouble, 28 for 3, but you got to put that aside. It's one of those scores where you can't sit and plan and get into a shell not to lose wickets. You've got to keep an eye on that scoreboard and the runs that you have against the number of overs faced. You've got to get as close as possible. I think that's cleverly bowled by Sameen Gul. Saw him coming down, dropped it short, and the keeper's done well too. Oh, it's a no ball. So there you go, a free hit, an extra ball, and a license to hit it any way you like without getting dismissed.
Why was it a no ball? Isn't above the shoulder wide?
That's a bit strange. Was he already warned for the one for the over?
That could be the reason why. I think he was warned, because that first one where Sishan was questioning over the shoulder, the umpire thought that it was one for the over, and now this is the second one. So that's a good call by the umpire. These are not easy ones. You've got to remember all these things. Now you can't change the field because you're bowling to the same batter. Sishan on strike. Oh, he gets away with it, only a single. Five done, 30 for 3.
People coming out to watch, some of them supporters because they're wearing Mirpurkhaas jersey, jackets. That's Imran Ashraf, extreme right, one of the actors. He's been coming in every day to watch these games. I think he's one of the brand ambassadors for the teams as well, I'm pretty sure.
Quite a famous person, isn't it? Came into a commentary box. He's your friend, Sikandar?
Nobody's my friend.
Really?
No, I don't have friends. I'm looking to make new friends now. A fresh start.
You got somebody seated next to you.
Oh, of course. Always a pleasure sharing the mic in the commentary box with Roshan. Bowling change. Asim into the attack from the far end. Tall right arm over the wicket. So you're coming back. Yes, power play is the zone where you try to get maximum runs with only 2 fielders outside the circle. But really, to be chasing any total, you've got to be building the 7 to 15 chunk. That's played over, just over. Oh, that's a good catch. That is a spectacular catch. Never easy. He never gave up. That's Arif Yaqub running backwards. He's not a tall boy, but he's managed to pluck that out of nowhere.
Very good catch. He was not in control, he was not stable as he took it, but take a look at this, that bounced a bit. That's what happened on the batter, but look at the catch, focus on the catch. He was going back, he was not stable, but he kept his eyes on the ball. And it was a two-handed catch, very good effort indeed. Sishan Ashraf goes for 18. Sukkur Patriot losing their fourth, 30 for 4.
So more trouble, more problems. What a catch that was. He didn't get it properly onto the bat, but look at this for a catch. He's running backwards and he just keeps his eyes on the ball, keeps his balance on. Sometimes when you falling over, you tend to hit your elbows on the ground and it pops out, but he's made sure that doesn't go anywhere. Super catch. One of the boys who've been recently picked in one of the PSL teams. So he's been noticed in the domestic circuit, and he's come out of nowhere. Plays for Zone 6 in Karachi. And he was given the first opportunity to play T20, the national T20, and boy, was he good.
Very good catch. Riaz Khan. Now Azim, if you look at Azim, tall lad, and he's pretty deceptive with his pace, I can tell you. He bends his back, he gets a lot of bounce, and he hurries you. He's quicker than what he looks. There you are. You could see how he rushed the batter, Riaz, Azim. See, one thing that Pakistan cricket is very well served, Sikandar. We've spoken about it. We've overemphasized it. I wonder whether we've overemphasized it, but I'm reiterating it again, is that the pace bowling department seems to be quite impressive. The cupboard seems to be full. Look at that delivery, how it hurried the batter. And very nearly a run out of the non-strikers. And he's a tall lad as well, so hits the deck hard.
Has gone through the keeper, and it's gone for 4. I wonder what is going on with Hasibullah. He's a very good keeper, very young talent coming up, but in the previous game he had a couple of drops, and this should have been taken. I'd understand if he is up to the stumps, then it's tough, but this one, he's got to stop those if he's got to make his way into the national side.
That's slanting down the leg side, yeah, that's true. He moved a little bit late. Wicket keepers, they judge you not by what you take, what you catch, but what you miss. And Hasibullah was a little bit slow down the leg side. Gone again, that's gone fine. It has a lot to do because wicket keepers, good keepers really don't dive much, they move. Their feet movement is excellent. And you see their gloves, they got good hands. But Hasibullah, yeah, he's been a little bit off colour, but comes with a massive reputation. I believe he was in New Zealand with the main Pakistan side. Hasibullah, that's what I understand.
Reserves. It's also to do with certain keepers. That's a wide ball, having different ways of getting ready for that ball. Some are completely crouched down. Ian Healy used to do that. Some of them have got those bent knees. They don't go all the way down because they feel that they get that sideways movement better if they're just halfway down. It really depends what works for you as an individual. Coming back to that fast bowling thing, yes, and it's time and again over a period of time, the Pakistan Super League, where the foreign international players come and are distributed equally in various teams. They say, playing league cricket around the world, we find that Pakistan is the most challenging one with the kind of fast bowling that's available. Even the youngsters who are a nobody at this stage in time, they just come and surprise you with that pace. So Pakistan is, yes, you're right about that. They've never had a problem. It's been a surplus of quicks. And that is why, because that legacy is coming in. It's almost understood that if it's Pakistan playing, you must be having some really quick bowlers. And when you have names like Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunus, Shoaib Akhtar, then the youngsters also want to be like them. Had you had superstar batters, everybody would want to be coming forward and try to be a Shahid Afridi. That's played nicely. One bounce over point, made room and just opened the face, just sliced it over the 30-yard circle and sliced it too well. Almost reached all the way.
I think your fast bowling legacy started with the great Fazal Mahmood, isn't it? He's the one who bowled Pakistan to a test victory. That was in England. That's where it all started. Then there's been a long list of fast bowlers. There's Imran Khan, before that Safraz Nawaz. I remember the name Asif Masood. As a kid, he had this rather unusual start to his run-up. And the commentators then called it the Cha-Cha run-up. Mohammad Saeed was absolutely quick. He was a sensation, but sadly was down with injury. 42 for 4, 6 done.
Yeah, that's not the kind of scorecard you want to look at if you're chasing 209 to win. After this, you've got the services of Bilal Bhatti, who's an all-rounder, but too many runs to get.
You spoke about big names where youngsters would want to emulate, and you said about Wasim Waka and Shoaib Akhtar, and you were also talking about batters, but I'm sure Pakistan has had a long list of quality batters. Asian Bradman was here, so there's enough material for any young man. Javed Miandad, I mean, if you closer home, the likes of Saeed Anwar, Majid Khan, Amir Sohail, quite a few of them. I mean, Yunis Khan, Inzamam ul Haq. So that's enough material, isn't it, for any young batter wanting to emulate? I hope I haven't missed out any names, but there are so many. I might have.
Yeah, the superstar status kind of a phrase. I think youngsters these days like T20 cricket. So many of them just want to. I was talking to one of the former South African players, and they were saying that everybody wanted to be A.B. de Villiers. It's just that kind of superstar stature, Mr. 360. Or if you go further back, everyone wanted to be Mark Boucher. That's a 6. That's a difficult shot to play. Inside out over extra cover, you need to practice that a lot. But the kind of bats that are available these days, I don't want to take the skill away from the batter, but yes, that's a tough shot.
Well executed, high elbow, nicely tossed up. He was hitting it with the spin, so that's what made it a little bit easier. But yes, you're right, it needs special skill. That is cleverly bowled. Starting around that leg stump, going off a leading edge. That's because Arif's getting a lot of turn. He was looking to play it to mid-on, the ball going off an outside edge with that turn and bit of bounce. Nice loop, really nice loop.
Exactly the point. He doesn't shy away from flighting it. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't that mad when he was hit for a 6. That's the power play highlights for you. Just absolute suicide. Indecisive where they want to go with it. Some misfields, earning them runs. That was chopped onto the stumps. Back live. Some more. That's the wicket. Some more moments from the power play. Samin Gul looked good. When you're chasing a big score, then you've got to take chances. That was really a soft dismissal. He just misread that completely. Slow one. He was nowhere in contention. Actually, he was trying to move his bat away, I think. So, yeah, we'll come back to Arif Yaqub and the use of wrist spinners in T20 cricket. 7 gone, 52 for 4. That dugout knows it, that probably this game has slipped away. You're talking about Arif Yaqub. What I like about him and what we've seen is he doesn't shy away from giving that flight, looping the ball. And you see modern day T20 cricket, you find leg spinners who are quicker, flatter trajectory and try to fire the balls into the pads. He's more conventional. You hardly find Usman Qadir is one of them who likes to flight the ball. Otherwise, you have Shadab, who will be a quick fire, very flat, very fast. Shahid Afridi used to do that. So it just tells me that maybe over a period of time, he might be handy in the red ball format as well. But you got to bat a bit. You got to be a little bit with the bat. Modern day cricket, you just can't be an outright specialist in just one thing and a nobody in the other department. The captain cannot hide you somewhere in the field.
Speaking about wrist spinners, now Pakistan had 2 really quality wrist spinners in Mushtaq Ahmed and Abdul Qadir. What's the proper pronunciation? Qadir. So it used to be called Qadir by certain people, but Qadir is the right pronunciation. So I mean, it would have been greatly interesting watching if these two played T20 cricket, because they were proper leg spinners. And they would use a lot of guile to dismiss batters. So what would interest me is, under an onslaught of a particular batter or batsman, would they change their style, or would they go on bowling the same thing? I mean, we'll never find out, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure your leg spinner is your wicket-taking option for the captain, and these would have been very, very handy. I think Mushtaq Ahmed would be the more recent one, because he played white ball, yes, 50-over format, and he's the consultant at times with the England team, and of course he's done with the West Indies, Pakistan. He's helping them out. He's a consultant here for the Pakistan Cricket Board. Saqlain Mushtaq was recently a part of it, but of course you're talking about leg spinners. I always wonder how many wickets would Murali or Shane Warne have had there been DRS back in the day, or how less or more.
Spoke about Azim, tall, has a very strong approach to the wicket, as I said. He's got a nice action. It's a strong finish. And he's a bit wiry, though. He looks a little bit lean. That's wide. I'm sure that he's quicker than what he appears, because certain deliveries, when he gets it right, he hits the bat hard. Some familiar faces. Nabil, a mutual friend. Sikandar, you're always involved with cricket wherever you go around the world.
Yeah, and the two gentlemen on the screen, Moin Khan and him, they spend a lot of time in the dugouts of various teams. They in the LPL, does a bit of T10, and of course the PSL here.
Good to see such personalities involved in cricket and being so interested and offering their services. Moin Khan, of course, brilliant wicket-keeper in his day, but now a fully fledged coach. You would see him with teams, you would see him also at leagues. He's got resources. He got a full resource, so much of resources, a reservoir of experience and knowledge. Good fielding.
Recently spoke with him, and what I said to him was,
look at the run-up. Very rhythmic, nicely balanced. And just that head a little bit falls away. But long limbs and a pretty decent follow-through too. But definitely, I'm sure he will be able to add a yard or two to his pace as he goes along. But definitely gets a lot of bounce as he releases the ball from a high point.
it's the end of the over, 8 gone, 56 for 4. We'll come back to our Moin Khan discussion whenever we meet next. Because we are done.
The sun going down on the Sukkur Patriots, that's for sure. 56 for 4, chasing a mammoth 209 in the dying light of the first game today, game number 8. It's a big game. It's a must-win game for the Patriots, and they've got off to the worst possible start. Having to rebuild again. Riaz and Imran tasked with that opportunity. All they can do is push a few singles and try and get themselves set, and hopefully they can have a launch pad to go from. But it's a tall order, and this one is up and it's high. And it's not out. It's parried over for 6. That's the kind of luck they need. Not one, but many of those. So finally something going the Sukkur Patriots' way. Talk us through this, Salman Bhatt.
Well, this one is a quick single and lucky the batter that a sitter has been dropped, and not only dropped, it's gone for 6. And I think the young fellow, he couldn't judge the ball. Sometimes, Nick, when there is too much time under the ball, a lot of thought process goes on in your head, especially being a youngster. At times, you can tend to think a lot, and that is not good. Anyways, enough damage done already. 64 for 4, and this one has been hit, intended to be hit over cover, but Umar Akmal does well. He has a strong arm, but we'll see. It's been referred to the third umpire, and I believe the batter is going to struggle.
Yep, it goes from bad to worse. Patriots in disarray. Everything they try is just not working this evening. It's a very, very good bit of fielding. They've been so impressive. And it's a very good throw. I think he'll make it though. It's a pretty good dive, isn't it? Yeah, I think he just gets in. It's a very good dive.
So good cricket all around. A decent shot, an excellent bit of fielding, then a very good throw. And it's touch and go, and the batsman has just made it. Good effort in the end, diving to get to his ground, and rightly so, it's not out declared. But Sukkur Patriots, I think they have been below par this whole tournament, and their top players have just not been able to fire.
Yeah, it's really difficult when you're searching for form and trying to find a rhythm. That's well bowled again. It's cool. He's been impressive in the tournament so far. He bowls with nice drift. 9 done, 67 for 4. .67 for 4. That's not a great scorecard, is it? Lots on the shoulders of Sharjeel, who unfortunately went to a pretty tame shot in the end. Salman and the rest of them all curtailing to this impressive unit led by Umar Amin, who earlier in the day scored a quite brilliant 100. Best view in the house. I thought we had the best view in the house. I think that's where you want to be.
Well, thinking like a true photographer, obviously. And Nick, you have taken some brilliant photographs since you have arrived here. The one I saw yesterday from a local person with the glasses on, it was just brilliant. And it's going to be Danish Aziz now starting his over and his spell. Dot ball to start with. This one will be a single. And talking about photography, yes, Nick, you've taken a few brilliant pictures.
Let's see if they can.
Oh wow, that's the one I was talking about. Look at that, brilliant piece of photography, and this is from Nick special. And this one, he's hit it over, and the fielder is under it, and it spills a simple chance. Very unlucky for the bowler over there. He'll feel hard done. And another chance for Imran Randhawa. I think he was the batter trying to go over long off for a 6. Couldn't time it at all. Well bowled there by the bowler, giving it some air and just a bit of spin.
2 drop catches now in a row, so a little bit complacent, you could say. It was pretty easy, wasn't it? Yeah, they don't want to drop too many more. Try and get this game wrapped up if they can. This is another one hit out to the deep. They'll fall short and they'll just get a single. So boundaries not coming easily, and runs hard work. Yeah, I've been really lucky. I love coming to new countries and being
Brilliant
there.
pictures again. Wow, what a great sunset picture that was. And this has been cut but straight to Umar Amin. And once again on your screens is Mr. Nick showing his photo, which is well taken.
Yeah, photo of one of the fans that was here last night. Real character, wasn't he? He had the green of Pakistan, but that, well, more about that. It's halfway, 70 for 4. Yeah, not much to speak of. Chasing down this huge total. And we can only hope that a minor miracle, one of these guys, Riaz or Imran, they've got to start. And that's all you need to get going.
One of the points here I want to make is that we saw 2 drop catches, and both the times at hot spots, the key fielding positions, the deep mid wicket, and this one has been put over the stands. That's a flat 6. This time Arif Yaqub dropping it short, and no mistake this time by the batter. Drilled it over mid wicket. There's the replay. Dropping it short, and he had a lot of time to hit that out of the park, and he made no mistake. So coming back to the point that I was making, Nick, 2 hot spots, deep mid wicket and long on. You need to have your good experienced fielders over there, and they were both youngsters playing their first game. Now the captains need to be vigilant when they take fielding positions.
Or maybe he's saying, you guys need to gain some experience, you need to be put under a bit of pressure. But I agree with you. We saw Umar Amin fielding in that position yesterday and took some absolute blinders, didn't he? Yes, you want your best fielders out there, your fastest fielders as well, because they've got to be quick and they've got to have good hands. That's a beautiful, beautiful evening, isn't it? What a ground. Really enjoyed my time here, taking a few snaps.
Absolutely beautiful setting this in the midst of Karachi. And this one has been flighted up again, and it's hit in the covers. No chance for Umar Akmal this time. And Imran Randhawa, after getting that life on the boundary, he's hit a couple now. 1 6 and a 4. The score moves to 81. And it is a funny game. Mirpurkhaas, they'll have to be careful, can't be complacent, and will need to be more tighter with the ball and the field.
Oh, could be a little run out here. No, he's sent back. Yeah, so a few runs coming. 27. Imran seems like the only batsman who's really got to grips with conditions, but he's going to have to turn that 27 into 87 if they want any chance. Off mid on back, and he goes big again. Good turn, just flights it, holds it back a little bit. It's impressive. Yeah, I always find when batsmen are coming hard, you almost want to bowl even slower, don't you? Make them try and generate the pace. Don't put any pace on it. Oh, absolute beauty to end the 11th. 81 for 4.
Going to
IPL is too long. The kind of cricket you will feel it's been ages. There is no, after match there is nothing. And here in our there is so much security that players feel very restricted. Otherwise there is so much to do here. So we are back after the Zira Plus timeout, and the teams have discussed their future course of action, and Sukkur definitely are in trouble. It's 81 for 4 in the hunt for 209 earlier, scored by the Mirpurkhaas Tigers. What a wonderful knock we saw from Umar Amin today. Once again, he's carrying on his form and he's carrying his team on his shoulders. Scored a brilliant 100, the first 100 of the ZKB Sindh Premier League, and got it in a very decent time as well. 55 balls for his 107, and a couple of cameos on the way by Mohammad Sohail, and in the end Danish Aziz scoring that 31 of 15 balls, enabling their side to get to the highest total of the tournament, which is 208 and 209 to get for Sukkur, who now require a run rate of close to 15 per over.
Yeah, go one step further. It was a brilliant innings. Really, really good, as you said. He's been the form batsman in the tournament so far. He's marshalled his troops in a way where you think it's going to take a lot to beat the Mirpurkhaas in this competition.
Yes, and not only that, captaincy that we spoke about, and his batting skills, the way he's executed that, and in the middle of all that, he's taken 3 brilliant catches as well, and this one will be taken by the keeper. The umpire is not sure about it. He says no, but the keeper and the bowler, they seem pretty sure, and frustrated look on the face of the bowler. We'll see if he can make anything out of the replay.
Ooh. I think he might have just got something on that. We'll never know, will we? Only the batsman will know deep down whether he got a touch on it. Anyway, he continues. It's nicely bowled again, nicely flighted from Danish, taking all the pace off it and allowing the surface to do what it can. A little bit of grip and some slow turn, making it hard to put any pace on the ball off the bat. He comes down. Has he got enough of it? He sure has. Yep, the conviction was there, the commitment. And it's another 6 for Imran, who's going nicely.
Yes, a lot of surety in that stroke, and full commitment. Used his feet and a great swing of the bat, and in the end got a big hit, a huge 6. This fell way back behind the screens. Once again he comes out, drills it, and this time he has been caught. Umar Akmal takes a flat, fast shot, and another wicket down now for Sukkur. The man who looked good, he's gone.
Ah, disappointing, isn't it? He's going so well. He had to do something, didn't he? It was a pretty good shot, wasn't it? It's straight to the man at mid-off. Finally, they take a catch. He dropped two previously. Went like an absolute bullet. Fielder Umar Akmal taking a good catch. Imran Randhawa, his impressive innings comes to an end. 33 from 25, it's 88 for 5. Riaz walks to the crease with Mountain on his shoulders. Danish with 1 ball remaining in his second over takes an important wicket of Imran. He played well for 33. You feel like the last shining light or opportunity or chance they have of getting anywhere near the score of 209 set earlier by the captain. Billowell, he gets his account off to a start. It's 12 overs done now, 89 for 5.
Mama. 89 for 5. Half of the side gone at the end of 12 overs, and Sukkur not looking good at all. It's the 8th game of the Sindh Premier League. Lot of turn. The ZKB Sindh Premier League now starting to move as a tournament. Teams starting to peak, some of them struggling. This is big. This is high as well, but it's going to fall in no man's land. It went pretty high. It really didn't go far. His head was up. He was looking to drag it from outside the off stump. You'll be disappointed, Ali, to see the way these guys are batting.
Definitely. I was expecting a better fight from Sukkur, considering that this was a must-win game for them. They've lost 2 games already. Oh, he's bowled him. Beautiful turn. Pitched in the right area, turned and hit the off stump. That's a classical leg spinner dismissal.
Perfect. Absolutely right. Just a hint of drifting to the right-hander. Pitches the leg stump. Just look at it. Yes, that's that hint into the right-hander and then takes the top of the off stump. That is outstanding. That is a brilliant delivery. That would dismiss any batter, I think. Completely did him. Just didn't cover the turn. He was done by it. Riaz Khan goes for 19. And Sukkur Patriots sink even further. 90 for 6. Sameen 2 for 26 at the top. Shahab very good, none for 4. Then a wicket to Asim, Arif and Danish. It's been very economical. Arif has gone for 10, but the rest have been pretty decent and respectable, I must say, in this ZKB Sindh Premier League. Mazhar Ali Khandru is the new batter. He's one of the youngsters, one of the emerging players. Oh, that ball spun back. That was missing leg stump. Missing leg stump.
And it's just amazing to see the amount of turn RF is getting out of this pitch. We haven't seen that happen Arif, who's been in tremendous form with the ball from last 3 or 4 months. Have a look at that for turn. Maybe a touch. If look to turn from outside the off stump, would have been a better choice against the left-hander.
Slip in. Oh no, that's not a good delivery. That was slightly over-pitched. I would have thought he would have been tempted to start around middle and leg with that slip. With the turn, he gets to the right-hander. But instead, he went wide of the off-stump or outside the off-stump. Last ball of the over. That's the one. That's the one. It's a top edge. Just to the right or to the left at the man on square leg. Sukkur Patriots, 92 for 6.
It has been amazing. Cutting edge and Channel Tech sports production. Excellent views. Just been amazing. It's just getting better and better with every game. The production and the cricket and the pitches. Roshan, have you loved it? Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I always like to see high-scoring T20 games. I was excited when Mirpurkhaas got over 200. I thought Sukkur will make a real effort to try and get to it. It's a bit unfortunate that they've struggled, they've collapsed. But now as we get to the business end of the tournament, I think the competition will get tighter and better. And this is looking for that slog, should be taken easily in the... Oh my goodness! Would you believe it? How did you drop it? That is a bit of a surprise. That is indeed a bit of a surprise. He tried to take it with a reverse cup and somehow let it bubble out of his hands.
Pressure getting to the young boy. It's not quite easy. We were talking about Ali Razak yesterday, the extra burden that you carry, being the son of a great cricketer. But this should have been taken. If you're able to play at this level, you should be able to take these chances. Miss Baulak won't like it even.
That's true. He'll learn. He's a young man, he'll learn. These things could happen. They say sometimes big things have very small beginnings.
We just hope that this one is for Faham. It's just be brought in the circle now at fine leg. Oh, that kept low. We had a debate yesterday about all these young boys whose fathers have played for cricket, who carry that extra burden of responsibility that they carry. It must be very tough for these young boys. All the time they've been talking about all the comparison they always have, Miss Baulak or with Fahamulak. It's never easy.
You should know. You're the brother of a great Wakha Yunus. How is it with you?
Yeah, it was, man. In my playing days, definitely yes. We'll continue talking about it. 14 overs gone, 96 for 6 rather now.
So, how was it to be Wakha Yunus's brother? So, were you known as Ali Yunus or Wakha Yunus's brother?
Well, most of the time I was referred as Afkar Yunus' brother. It took me a while to have my recognition, but now when I'm doing commentary alongside you, and now I've started to pick up on that. But yes, while playing in my playing days, definitely people will always compare me with the great Wakar Yunus. It's never easy because he's been such a huge performer for Pakistan. It was never easy just to be close to him in performance. I was a batter, definitely, so there was a difference, but still.
Clear difference, I think, because you were a batter. Raham is back. In fact, he's starting his first over, I beg your pardon. Just gets a hint of movement back into the right hand. What I see here is, I haven't realized that there is some turn, there's some spin. The wrist spinner anyway turns, but the left arm finger spinner also had a few balls ripping. So I'm hoping that that's not the way forward on this pitch, because they want a belter, they want a good pitch with the ball coming on. Right time for him to try and make some amends with his bowling. Up a show of extra cover. That will run away to the boundary. Just pitching it up. And just chipped over extra cover for 4. The 100's up.
Yeah, just bowled him in his area. With having mid-off and extra cover up in the circle, these are easy pickings for any batter. But this is good captaincy by Umar Amin, I would say. Although Faham dropped a chance. Oh, there can be a chance. Oh, didn't throw. Once a young fielder drops a catch, it's never easy. They're under pressure. And then bringing him back in the game, giving him the next over, giving him the responsibility, trusting him with his ball. I think that's excellent captaincy, just giving the young boy confidence which is required at this level. These are the drop chances. That one was the first one, and then
looking at Faham, I think he's got a nice run-up, rhythmic run-up, very economical action, nice follow-through. Well, this is that drop chance. The second one that went high in the air, near the boundary and carried it over the line.
Catch it, Asim.
And many catches that should have been taken and dropped. It's one of those field days. Driven, oh brilliant. What about that? That man is leading from the front. We've just shown you the dropped catches, and then another look at that last drop catch, but you need to take a look at Umar Amin's stop at mid-off. That is brilliant fielding, and that is an inspirational piece of captaincy, because you're leading from the front.
all these youngsters must look at this man on your screen for various reasons. First of all, his fitness level, his hunger, the way he bats, the way he carries his inning, the way he builds his inning. He scored 100 in T20 cricket. We'll talk more about it because Umar Amin needs more recognition. 15 overs gone, 103 for 6.
Danish continues, starts off with a rather poor delivery. But the problem is Maza not being able to put it away. Now that's one of the issues for Sukkur Patriots. They do have limitations with their batting lineup. And with the top order also not firing, it can just aggravate, it can complicate their problems. That's what we see here.
See, not just the openers, yes, that is one, but they've got lots of issues. Excellent fielding. Great commitment shown, although they're way ahead in the game, but still they're diving around. See, this was the third game, and Sukkur had 3 different captains. I think that to start off is an issue. And then, yes, they were heavily relying on Sharjeel Khan. He hasn't clicked. So once a Sharjeel player like him doesn't click, when the team relies on you, there will be troubles.
Yes, Saad Naseem was the first captain. That's 4, short and wide. And then Yasir Shah, another champion in his own right. Saad Naseem, an experienced cricketer. Now Sharjeel. Why is Yasir Shah and Saad Naseem not available? Any idea? Any word on them? Is it injury or sickness or something?
No, I met Yasir Shah just before the toss. Oh, there is a fielder. Oh, brilliant! What a catch! Sameen goal! Fantastic effort. Doesn't get any better than this. This team is a super team in field.
It's compounding the problem, I'll tell you, of Sukkur Patriots. It's definitely compounding, and there you are. You could see that the fielding coach is celebrating, and why not? If he could take the rap when things go bad, he needs to be applauded when catches like this is taken. Brilliant catch. Just reached out. He's a tall lad. Luckily, he was placed on the boundary at long on. He's a tall man, and he got even taller and bigger. But he goes out for 13. It's 110 for 7.
Yeah, we've seen some quality catches in this Premier League, and one we just saw from Sameen goal is right up there with the best of the best catches. Umar Amin took one brilliantly. His fellow member Sameen goal, what a fantastic catch. Have a look at it again. It was hit hard. He was hoping to clear the man, but it was Sameen goal. One-handed jump was perfect. Kept his eyes on the ball, just took it comfortably in the end. That is why they're one of the best teams.
Well, we couldn't overemphasize. We couldn't emphasize more on this. Such a great catch. In the deep, it's 111 for 7. 16 done.
So this one goes for another boundary. Takes the score to 115 for 7, but Sukkur team, they'll be disappointed with this effort. Today they won the toss and they bowled first, and like most teams, and the winning formula to win the toss and bat second, but to no avail for Sukkur team. And this is the overthrow that went for 4, nobody backing up. I think it was Danish Aziz, the fielder, who had a go, but there was no fielder to back it up. Change of pace, and with me is Sikandar Bakht.
Thank you, Salman. When you look back into Sukkur Patriots, there are a lot of things that they need to basically work on. To begin with, to decide who's going to be the captain. 3 games, 3 different captains. Started off with Saad Naseem, then Yasir Shah, today's Sharjeel Khan. And then the second one, you did the pitch report, and I'm pretty sure from what the score has been put up, how good a wicket this is. It's got something for everyone. Why would the captain winning the toss, a day game, just go with the flow? Everyone's winning the toss and chasing, I'll do the same. Your side is yet to get off the mark, you're under pressure, and now you put your team under more pressure while chasing.
I could not agree more. This is just a mindset that people think that if you've won the toss, bowl first and you're more likely to win the game, which is not true. It's just been that the batters with this mindset of batting first have not been doing what is required. They haven't been able to set totals which could be defended, and mainly because of poor shot making and not batting properly, not making big partnerships, and as a result not getting scores which are good enough to defend. As we talk about it, this one is well fielded by Danish Aziz on the boundary. 2 runs. It's been disappointing to see teams not being able to set targets, and today was a perfect example. The way Umar Amin batted, he was wonderful. He played good cricket shots. That's the major difference between batters, especially teams batting first. He relied on proper cricket strokes, hitting through the line, hitting straight. We know the bounce is not there that much. 17 bowled, 120 for 7. This is Sukkur Patriots batting card, and not much to boast of. Just Imran getting that 33 in the middle, and 5 for Sharjeel. Salman run out on first ball, and Kamran 4, Kamran Ghulam, and Zishan 18. So the top 4 in total got 27, which is not enough to win a game, and especially against the best team in the competition.
Lots of different aspects to look at in terms of how they can make a turnaround, Sukkur Patriots. Because this pitch and this square has runs available in it, and we mentioned at the start of the ZKB SPL that power score is 180. Let's head down to Misha, and she's got some guests with her, so let's join.
Thank you, Sikandar. The chase is very much on in the 8th game of ZKB Singh Premier League Season 1. The match is between Mirpurkhaas Tigers and Sukkur Patriots. And talking about Sukkur Patriots, I have with me the co-owner, Mr. Wali Mohammed. Wali Mohammed, कैसे हैं आप?
बिल्कुल ठीक.
टीम खेल रही है आज, क्या लग रहा है, चेज हो सकेगा?
पॉसिबल तो नहीं है, खुदा करे ऐसा हो जाए, मगर पॉसिबल तो नहीं लग रहा है. मिरपुरखास बहुत अच्छी खेली है, उमर अमीन बहुत अच्छा खेला है, तो हमारी टीम पहले ही ओवर में विकेट गिर गई, तो इसके लिए हम थोड़ा, हमारा तो ये था तो 10 की एवरेज से ले लेंगे और टीम को पकड़ लेंगे, मगर वो हमारी कोशिश नाकाम हो गई, इसलिए हम चेस नहीं पा रहे.
क्योंकि आप लोकल ओनर हैं सक्कर पेट्रियट्स के, तो मुझे बताएं, जब टैलेंट आप लोग देख रहे थे, सक्कर से भी लिए प्लेयर्स, कहाँ से प्लेयर्स देखे, कितना आपने इनपुट दिया?
जी बिल्कुल, सक्कर में भी ट्रायल हुए थे, लोकल में उधर हुए थे, वो उधर ट्रायल लिए, उधर से 5 लड़के सारे टीमों ने लिए. ये सिंध के लड़कों के लिए बहुत अच्छा है कि सिंध में टैलेंट है, मगर मौका नहीं मिल रहा है. अभी मौका मिला है, नाराज़ नहीं हो. जो लड़के नहीं सिलेक्ट हुए उनको भी अगले साल 1 साल का, हमने 75-80 साल वेट किया है सिंध के लोगों ने, तो अभी हमारे के, अभी मैं लड़कों को बोल रहा हूँ, वेट न करो आप, 1 साल में और हमारे 25 लड़के और आ जाएंगे इंशाल्लाह. अगले साल सीज़न में हम और लड़के लेंगे, सिंध के लेंगे, 5 लेंगे, 7 लेंगे इंशाल्लाह. हम इसको कोटा को बढ़ाने की कोशिश करें कि 2 के मदा 3 आ जाएं, तो अच्छी बात है.
जी, आज थोड़ा मुश्किल लग रहा है, लेकिन इंशाल्लाह आगे आपके पास प्लेयर्स आएंगे, तो
नहीं, आज हमारे 2 जो के थे वो इनपुट हो गए. हमारा कैप्टन साहब पहले भी इनपुट हो गया, उसके बाद नोमान रईस साहब भी इनपुट हो गए, तो उस वजह से हमारे 2 मेन प्लेयर नहीं खेल पाए, इसलिए हमारा थोड़ी मुश्किल हो गई.
उनका ब्लो है, लेकिन उम्मीद करती हूँ आगे अच्छे आपके
इंशाल्लाह कमबैक करेंगे में हारना जीतना तो एक टीम तो हारना.
Thank you so much, Wali Mohammed Saab, and it's back to the com box.
Thank you, Misha. 121 for 7 after 18. Khalid Mahmood, the new batter in fact, he's fairly newer than Mazhar. There's a bit of a hold up because the decision is still pending from the third umpire. 88 of 12, that is no equation, of course. Let's have a look. The bails are off, he's planted the bat in, but it's a little tough to gauge that did he ground it before the balls. Not out is the call from the third umpire, and let's continue with the game. Again, that slower one into the pitch. Khalid Usman just going through the shot a little early, realizing it's not going to arrive. He was already halfway into that bat swing. That's another look. Yeah, he was well grounded before the ball was even in the frame. This time waited on to that slower one. You got to have that skill set as a bowler to understand what the conditions are and how accordingly to bowl your 4 overs. Now, the 208 scored by some very good batting from Amin, later in Danish. It also was to do with some wrong lines and lengths bowled by Sukkur Patriot bowlers. And at a point, it felt like they're just going through with the proceedings. Whereas you see Sameen Gul or other bowlers here from Mirpurkhaas, they're still producing the variations. Though they need 88 runs of just 11-12 balls, they're making sure that they do finish their quota of 4 in a proper fashion.
Yes, I guess this is what good teams do. It's one thing winning a game easily, but then making sure that you don't become complacent, you don't develop bad habits. You are in a habit of doing things properly on time, and also making the necessary adjustments while you bowl these death overs. And when you're bowling these death overs, normally there's a lot of variation seen from the bowlers, a lot of yorkers, slow ones, slower bouncers, and there we see one another one. So that's good, that's professional, and good things for the youngsters to learn from people like Sameen Gul, who's played a lot of PSL. And we have also seen one fast bowler, and he seems a good product who can be worked upon. And Asim Ali Jatt, that is what I'm talking about. I hope we can see him on our screens so that people know who I am talking about. Asim Ali Jatt impressed me because I thought that he could be a possible prospect if he can undergo some good training, develop the necessary fitness and work on his line and length, a bit of work on the action, and maybe Pakistan would have a good product in the future. And there we see Asim Ali Jatt, he's warming up. He has the height, he's lean at the moment, add some muscle to this body and do some tweaking with the action, and who knows what the destiny might be for him.
Yeah, earlier when I was on a stint with Roshan, he was talking about how Pakistan for decades have been known for fast bowlers, and it's almost like a vending machine somewhere, especially up north. So many fast bowlers come from there and they're raw. And you're talking about how modern day sport involves a lot of nutrition factor, involves a lot of how you train your body for a fast bowler. You don't want to be a bodybuilder that you start becoming absolutely, stiff as a body. He's picked that one up. It had pace on it, and Khalid Usman can bat. Yes, the chase is not on anymore, but that's a good looking shot.
Well, this is dismissed from its presence. Just have a look. That is an arrogant pull shot. Flat 6, and Sameen Gul couldn't believe what he saw. Just have a look at that. It's so casual and right out of the boundary for a 6. Khalid Usman, perfect technique for a pull stroke. Still head, and how was it? He's asking the bowler, are you happy after the short one? After 90, 132 for 7. So we are going to see Asim Ali Jatt now. Ball is third over. He hasn't done that badly. 16 for 1 of his 2. And certainly Sikandar, these days, a lot of training. And you talked about not becoming a bodybuilder. These cricketers cannot, because it doesn't matter what amount of weight they lift. If there's so much cardio involved, they will never develop those big muscles. And for a person who is as tall as him with long limbs, they require to do weights, because that will protect them. Their bone structure will be protected by the muscle that surrounds it. So very important that these guys get the right training, which is good for him according to his bowling action, nutrition according to his body type, and then maybe good people who can mentor him with this bowling action and the bowling tactical side.
And also important that how to handle. Also very important to how you actually handle them. You're talking about tall, fast bowlers, someone like Marco Jansen or this boy who are 6'5", 6'8", 6'7", longer muscles. You need proper trainers to deal with such bodies.
Yes, Sikandar, and Pakistan, not many trainers have that kind of an experience. My suggestion for our cricket board is, because we've wasted a lot of tall boys like Mohammad Irfan who couldn't complete, their time they could play in their normal age, but the suggestion is that maybe use a basketball trainer, because they are the people who train 7-foot people and they know how longer limbs are trained.
And they're very agile, those players.
Yeah, so many tall fast bowlers came and played for Pakistan, and they probably left before time. And just because they couldn't be in that right zone with their fitness. Just have a look at his run up. Look at this tall, long arms, long legs, good action, but his head falls over. So that is the place where a bowling coach could work, and the rest, a trainer can do wonders with him and some good nutrition, and Pakistan may have a product to work with. Another good attribute is that he doesn't have a very long run-up, so he can bowl in time, and with this height, if he can come closer to the stumps, he can become a possible nightmare for the batters. Especially if somebody like of his height goes to Australia. We saw what Shamar Joseph did to Australia. So I think Pakistan have a prospect here to look forward to. That's a good slow one.
So all in all, the last ball of the game. 133 is on the board for Sukkur Patriots, and they've been outplayed in this contest by Mirpurkhaas. The only thing Mirpurkhaas lost was the toss. Otherwise, they've had complete control of this match. First with the bat, Umar Amin's 100, and now with the ball, with 7 down, and the last ball. Cut away, won't reach the boundary. Will just be a single, and that will be that. 134 for 7 in 20 overs, Sukkur. And the match has been won by Mirpurkhaas with a very, very huge margin of 75 runs. In a T20, even a 35-run margin is huge. 75 is completely demolished. So 2 more points on the table for Mirpurkhaas Tigers. Another day for Sukkur Patriots to come out and showcase their talent and hope for a win.
Yes, it's all over for them, and 3 games, 3 losses must be heartbreaking for a lot of people there. But it's the first season, and a lot of things to look forward to in terms of improvement, in terms of selection maybe, and how to make a better composition of the team where you can balance what you have in terms of emerging players and the experienced ones. Meanwhile, on the other side, Umar Amin leading his side out after victory. He really has been the man who has stolen the show with a fantastic 100, the first 100 of the ZKB PSL. And there we see the coaching staff, and I must say they also have done a decent job. Riaz Afridi is the bowling coach, and he himself used to be somebody who's a tall fast bowler. maybe he can also guide the tall Asim Ali Jatt. And now we see the teams shaking hands, and there's a lot of things to learn for the youngsters. Mohammad Sohail is another emerging player who played for Mirpurkhaas. He opens the batting, so he is good news in terms of talent, and the same goes for Asim Ali Jatt. So out of all of this exercise, the purpose to bring in youngsters and to blood them in to face the kind of pressure at this platform, I think it's paid off in terms of these two boys. And happy camp, Mirpurkhaas. Moin Khan, their head coach, he must be a very satisfied man. And here are the highlights. Innings highlights of Sukkur, and they started in dramatic fashion with a run out first up, and then a misfield, and then Kamran Ghulam chopped it off of Samin Gul. That was a very important wicket. And then Sharjeel Khan driving one down the ground, did not last for long, Sharjeel, and this was caught by Hasibullah. He was deceived of a short slower ball, and then there was some good strokes played, couple of boundaries, and then came this wicket. It was well caught by Arif Yaqub. And then the batters, they just kept coming and kept going without much conviction. The wickets kept falling, and at no point did Sukkur look in contention to win this game. It was all controlled by Mirpurkhaas Tigers, all their bowlers bowling well. There were some lapses in the fielding in the process, like a couple of drop catches from the youngsters, but they will learn with time. Imran Randhawa, he played a decent knock of 33. While he was there, there was slight bit of chance that he may get to a good 80 or 90 to have some sort of a chance, but he was caught. And then we saw some brilliant leg spin bowling, and another wicket, and another possible wicket that could have been, but the catch wasn't taken. So the process of wickets falling continued, and this was taken brilliantly. Out of all those dropped catches, this one was held brilliantly with one hand, and in the end, a huge margin of victory for Mirpurkhaas. There's the batting card of Sukkur Patriots.
Yeah, they never got off. The first 3 wickets in single digits, and then Zishan, Imran added a few runs, but a few weren't required. They were requiring a lot of them. 134 for 7 in 20 overs.
The bowling card, Samin Gul took 2 important wickets, gave 37 runs, but in the context of the game, those 2 wickets were very important. Sahab, 3 overs for 5 runs, very impressive economy, no wickets. Asim, 3 overs, 18 for 1. Arif Yaqub, once again impressed with few drop catches. He could have had 3 wickets, but 4 overs for 34 for 1. And Danish, 22, he gave off his 4 with 2 wickets, and giving their side a victory margin of 74 runs. And this is the match summary. Umar Amin, the man of the moment, the first 100 of the tournament, 107 he got. Sohail, another decent knock of 35, and Danish, 31 of 16, did well to finish it off. And Sukkur Patriots, well, nothing much to boast of, 134 for 7 of their 20.
All right, we'll take a short break now. When we come back, we'll have the post-match presentation.